Hi guys. I'm fixing my hair because it's unfixable. It's not able to be. Hi guys. Good morning. We've had a really fun morning already here. I hope you guys are all doing well. Our power went out this morning. So that was fun because when your power goes out during a pandemic and you've watched all of the zombie movies, instantly you go to the worst possible case scenario, 10 of Swords. It's all fine. Obviously, it came back. We have power again. It was only out for like an hour, so that was cool. But the whole street, it was out everywhere. It was out for I don't know, like a mile radius, maybe. There were like almost 1,500 people without power. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been really interesting. Like every 24 hours, there's something new that happens. Good morning. I just wanted to do a morning check-in. I'm not sure that I'll be able to do a morning check-in tomorrow because we're going to get, man, look at me. I am a mess. I love it. This is really cute. Rolling in the deep. Jack is, I finally get to see my son again. It feels like it's been forever. He'll be here today and it is totally me. This is literally, I walk around looking like this. You guys are getting me all day pandemic style. Like I can't with myself. But yeah, so I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow morning. I'm going to try. I might be able to do it on my iPad while he's still sleeping, but we are in the process of having to set up a room for me, and we're actually like my little office space is going to be in the same room area as him, so as his space. So it's going to be fun, but it'll be good. And honestly, like if I do morning coffee with him, he would probably love that. It is the pandemic pony. It's probably the pandemic ponytail, over dramatic style. Hi, Leslie. Anyways, so I didn't even get a chance to look at like the skies, what's going on cosmically today. We had the the new moon in Aries yesterday. And we had the ritual last night, it was fun. It was, we have a sweet little Siberian Husky and she wanted to be a part of the ritual too. So, but right now, one of the biggest things that came out of last night's meditation for me was to not, and we talked about this yesterday during the reading, is like, don't stop manifesting your life. We don't want to stop moving forward. We don't want to stop trying new things. And I think that's a really big message. Leslie, thank you for your service, for still being at work. I feel like everybody that's at work right now, or everybody that's still having, like all of the essential workers, you guys are like on the front line of war, basically. And I'm not even like, I giggle about it, but it's not even funny. And I think that a lot of people aren't taking this seriously enough. That's what bothers me the most is, I think that we've had so many movies shot with like virus and pandemic and everything, that we're kind of desensitized to the whole idea of it. But it's not a movie, first of all. Like, this is real life. And I think my frustrations are, and I'm surprisingly calm with my frustrations right now. I try not to watch the TV too much, but good. Thank you for doing that. That's crazy. But yeah, so I think the biggest thing is to remember to, like, we're not asking people to be safe and to do the social distancing for your health. Like, we want you to stay healthy and safe. Of course we do. But it's not just about you anymore. And I need everybody to kind of get that into their own heads and then to spread that elsewhere. Like we need to use that voice because people aren't taking this seriously enough. And the ones that are taking it serious, that are staying home and staying in lockdown and not going out and spreading any germs and like socializing and doing all of that, like we're going to be stuck here for 3 months longer than we wanted to be because of the people that aren't social, like, you know, and everybody that's talking about, oh, but everything's going to collapse. The economy is going to collapse if we all stay home. You know what? The economy is going to collapse if we all die from a virus. So like we can't, we don't stop moving forward, but we have to be serious about what's happening. This isn't the reason why China has bounced back already, is because they literally did martial law for like 10 million people or 10 billion or however many people are. I don't even know how many people are in China. I probably should know that, right? But it's right, the spring breakers in Florida. But it's not even the spring breakers. Like those spring breakers have come home now after being socializing during when we didn't even know how bad the virus was spreading yet. I mean, the numbers are insane. They're like doubling every single day. So, I mean, I don't want to have to be one of these people that comes out here on YouTube and I'm like, come on, guys, let's be, you know, I mean, that's not, I don't want to have to use my voice for that, but I will. I'm not saying that we're all going to die. I understand that we're not all going to die. I get that. I understand that. But we also, this isn't just a tiny cold or I mean, I even made, you know, I mean, like I've never made light of this, but it's not something that like, yes, don't go to the extreme. We're not all going to die. But at the same time, if everybody gets sick because nobody's social distancing, the economy will collapse. If all of our healthcare workers, if everybody gets sick and ends up in the hospital, the economy's going to, I mean, like, let's think, right? Right. And I'm not here to talk about politics, and I'm not here to get everybody's panties in a bunch and being like angry about it. I'm just saying, like, because there are some governments that aren't even heeding the cautions and heeding the warnings. It's like they think they're invincible. It's like they think that this isn't actually a real thing and it's not happening. And I'm not trying to like make everybody scared. I just want everybody to be a little bit more aware and a little bit more conscientious. And the people that are being aware and conscientious are getting pissed off at the ones that aren't. Right? Like we all got to be in this together. And if we're not all in this together, then it will actually collapse. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why, I mean, like everybody's so scared of being in lockdown and being shut down and the economy being shut down. And really the economy isn't going to be shut down because they're the people that can stay healthy when everybody else stays home. We can keep this moving. We can keep it going. It's not everybody. We just have to make sacrifices. And there are some people. That's good. I'm so good. I'm so glad to hear that, Eisen. I'm so glad to hear that. Anyway, I didn't want to come on here and get all angry. I just got all super worked up for no reason. But yeah, so if you're one of those consciously aware people, just help others and kindly remind them that we're not just doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for all of humanity. We're doing this for everybody. And I feel like if we put enough pressure on the government right now, they might, Saturn in Aquarius, they might start taking it a little bit more seriously. Good morning. Hi, Digi. Hi, Becky. Hi, Rachel. Anika, seems as if some folks can't grasp it mentally. It is a lot to absorb, and it happened really, really fast. And that's usually the way these things work, right? It happens so quickly that we don't even have time to wrap our minds around it. But because we don't have time to wrap our minds around it right now, that's why we need to be able to listen to the people that are making sense. Like where has it worked, right? If we don't know what's working here, we need to go to where it's worked. I just realized that I'm wearing, like, this is my favorite sweatshirt in the whole world. And you can tell that I've just been lounging in it. It's so wrinkled. Yes, all of that is very true. We will adapt and change our economy towards a more human-friendly and environmentally friendly world. I hope so. I feel like this is the shift that we all sort of needed. But it's really difficult to allow ourselves to believe in what's going on when we're not being taken care of. You know what I mean? It's almost as if everybody's making this a really big joke because the people that are supposed to be taking care of us made it a really big joke for a while. And now nobody's taking it seriously and nobody really understands. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Sil. And I give lots of props to Government Cuomo right now. He's doing a really good job of taking care of New York, doing the best that he can. Kind of feel like I wish New York would have been locked down in like a martial law kind of state with all those, like I saw pictures of people on the subway still yesterday. I mean, that's not, we can't, that is not gonna, like, literally we're gonna be stuck in our houses for, and I'm talking about the United States, like in the United States, and I'm in the middle of the country. So everything else started happening a month ago, and we were like the last ones to get it. But you know, I mean, I'm getting like reports from my friends that live on the East Coast and live down in Texas and live on the West Coast. And like all of that is happening. Like my family's up in Portland, Oregon, and all of that's happening first. We should have been listening, you know, way longer than this. And so the numbers are going to get higher and it's going to get scarier and we're going to have to adapt even more. So that's why I want, if you are aware of what's happening, if you are one of the people that you're paying attention and you're trying not to live in that fear, like me, I mean, I'll be honest, I have my moments where I'm really scared. Like I have, there are some people that are in the chat right now that know very well about my fearful moments. One of them happened this morning, but it's not, we don't have to sit in that. We just have to remember that if we all work together, we could get through this together. That's my point. That's what I was saying. And to remember to be around people that are making you laugh, or FaceTime with people that are making you laugh, stuff like that. We'll be able to do it. We just have to be smart. Our country has actually told locals if they travel now and end up with COVID, their medical bill won't be covered by the government. See? Thank you. And Ison's in Singapore. I think that's an excellent idea. If you're out traveling and you're not essentially traveling, right? If you're out and you're not essentially traveling, then, and you get sick, I think it's 100% valid to not pay for your medical bills. So there you go. You know what, Beth? And I understand, and that is a very hard, difficult thing right now. I would say one of the biggest things for you to not live in fear, and you know, the people that have that positive energy and are sort of anchoring. I mean, that's why I look like this, because I'm always holding and anchoring the energy of love. That's why we have to take care of ourselves, and we have to have people that are going to make us laugh, and people that are going to make us feel like, keep our vibration high, you know. I feel like there are a lot of teachers and a lot of readers and a lot of guides and a lot of healers that are online. I mean, we have nothing else better to do, right? So make sure that your feeds, your Facebook feeds, your Instagram feeds, your Twitter feeds are of love and light, are of positivity. Don't subscribe to like every single news source so you're getting all of the updates constantly. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that you know, like I said, I watch the news in the morning, and I'm watching more TV now than I probably have in years, because unless it, like before I was like, I would binge watch TV shows, but I've watched more things now the news more now than I have in years, because I do want to stay updated. I have to stay updated, right? We can't just pretend that nothing's happening. But we also have to say what's real, what's being, and I don't really feel like there are a lot of exaggerations right now. I feel like there's less like there needs to be more exaggeration, basically. They need to be a little bit more, and not in a fearful kind of way, but we're actually acting on things kind of way. So, I'm really hopeful for some reason, like my fam is panicking, but I'm like, cool, let's take this day by day. Well, and what's really funny is Sil is actually, did we talk about you going into your Saturn return? Is that what's happening? Anyways, and Sil is in Aquarius. So Saturn and Aquarius and going into Saturn. It's so interesting because I feel like that a lot of people who are being aware and conscious of this, and other people that are like all the people that bought the toilet paper, all the people that are like over panicking, that's what we're trying to transmute. We're trying to transmute the energy of the panic and the fear. I have people that help me do that. I have energy people. I have to have like a group of people because I lose my shit. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I do sometimes. I'm a Virgo, so I take it places that it doesn't need to go. Yeah. I'm not surprised that you guys would be taking things a little seriously. I mean, taking things a little bit easier and not as serious. I'm just being ridiculous, the live streams. Yeah. And you would think that the Aquarians would be overthinking this more than the Virgos would be right now, but it is not. It is not so. I have a lot of Aquarius friends that are super chill. But yeah. We even found out we did Carrie's chart yesterday. She's an Aquarius rising. That Aquarius. That's probably why she's so chill right now. It's nice to have that kind of fixed energy around me. She's like, no, let's just stay. Ooh, Steven, you're finally taking an astrology class. I like to hear that. That's good. Where are you getting your factual places to get your news? Because I'll watch it for a little bit in the morning, and then I will maybe do like a catch up in the middle of the afternoon. And then, oh man, these cards came out and I thought, who's fighting? Somebody's fighting. Is it me? Am I getting all fired up? Page of Swords. Oh, the clairaudience is really, really cranked up. And the telepathy. Oh my gosh. I am reading some minds, let me tell you. Maybe that's what this Page of Swords is. Somebody's watching or speaking their truth. The Page of Swords can kind of sometimes be a creepy, like when it came out, it felt creepy. I feel like somebody, and that's the thing, like right now, everybody's watching online. Everybody's watching. Oh, my soup was delicious. I meant to put the whole recipe up yesterday, but things got a little busy. But the soup was delicious. It was. I made homemade chicken noodle soup on Instagram yesterday. See what you guys are missing. If you're not on my Instagram, you missed a whole chicken noodle soup and a card reading. Better get over there. Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, Five of Wands. So somebody is fighting. Somebody's fired up today. Somebody's fighting. I honestly don't feel like this is my energy. Just so y'all know that I said, oh, maybe that's me. It's not. I am not in an angry kind of way at all. But somebody really, okay, I know what this is. I feel like you guys are starting to go, like, for those of you, it feels like people are starting to go a little bit stir crazy We need to learn new personal boundaries. We need to, because if we're going to be living so closely with there you go. Steven's angry with his partner, so maybe that's who this somebody is ready to fight. And here's the thing is, I feel like you can be more inventive right now. The Seven of Pentacles makes me feel like, good morning. The Seven of Pentacles makes me feel like you can be a little bit more inventive with your space and with what's going on. And you can also have healthy, loving boundaries without feeling like you have to fight about it. Because this is what concerns me. The Five of Wands and the Page of Swords flanking the Queen of Wands, that's what concerns me. Because I feel like it's almost like somebody wants to pick a fight on purpose. Oh my goodness. Who's picking fights? When you're isolated with people, stop it. That's not nice. So yeah. Let's see what this Page of Swords stuff is. The time goes by so fast when I do these lives because I just love to talk to you guys. So hi, Karen. Hi, Small Wildflowers. The whole gang is here. Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Three of Wands on the Page of Swords. So this could also be an energy of brainstorming. This could also, like, what else can we do? Which I would not be surprised about with the energy that's going to be coming up in the next couple of days. I know we didn't really talk about the planets much. I just haven't had a time to look at anything this morning, basically. But the Page of Swords and the Three of Wands, I feel like there's solutions. Maybe that's what the fighting is for. We're not agreeing on certain solutions that need to happen. This could be happening within your own home environment. It could be happening with friends. It could also be happening we may be seeing some of this in the news. We may be seeing some of this with the government where people can't, we can't come to a definite decision on how to handle this problem. And that's what I'm saying is, I feel like some people are saying things like that just to get a rise out of other people. It's like teasing somebody relentlessly after they ask you to stop doing it. Like, stop teasing me, stop teasing me, stop teasing me. And the other person continues to do it. That's what it feels like. The New Earth Project. I think that the next baby boom that's going to happen is going to be called the coronials. It could be the quarantines, but I think it's going to be the coronials. Don't you feel that the virus serves some kind of purpose that it needs? I do. I have my own ideas. What cracked you up? I missed something. But yes, I do. I have my own ideas of why this virus happened, for sure. Definitely. So here's the Queen of Wands with the High Priestess. The High Priestess on the Queen of Wands is saying that in this instance, in this case right now, where you are, the High Priestess knows things, right? And if she's coming out on the Queen of Wands, I mean, it is Aries season after all, right? I do feel like if we were to use our intuition a little bit more, if we were to allow ourselves to use our intuition a little bit more, things would probably get done a little bit faster, maybe, hopefully, maybe. But okay, so what is it that the Queen of Wands, why would she not want to say things? Why would she not want to say what her intuition is telling her? Because she doesn't feel like she's going to be able to, she's not going to be listened to. A lot of times the reason why we don't speak our truth, we don't say what there are things that come to me. I actually said this to Carrie the other day, believe it or not. There are things that come to me a lot that I don't say out loud, and then it happens. And I'm like, damn it, I should really open my mouth more. I should say things that happen more. Like I will, if I haven't talked to some, and this happens to everybody. It happens to all of us, right? We're just not, sometimes we're not so aware of what's going on or how it's happening. But, sometimes like if you don't talk to somebody for a really long time and you start thinking about them a lot during the day, or you start thinking about, and then all of a sudden you get a text from them and you're like, oh, wow, that's the intuition. But that's what we have to listen to. And if we're not paying attention to when it's there, then other people can easily come in, give their opinions. If you're not speaking your truth and you're not saying what needs to be said, and a lot of people are going to say, but Betsy, I'm just this one person. And now I'm in lockdown. Like, how can I get out there? How can I speak my mind? How can I tell people? I mean, there are many ways to speak your mind and speak your truth and get the word out there. There are a lot of people that have brilliant ideas and voices that we need to hear, and they don't put themselves out there because they're either afraid of what other people are going to think about what they're saying, or that nobody's going to listen to them. Nobody's going to hear them. And now is not the time to be afraid of that kind of thing. Now's not the time now's the time to start that YouTube channel. I don't care that how many people have started a YouTube channel. There is enough to go around, trust me. And we all need to be able to come in together and use our voices to do this. And when the High Priestess is coming out, like the Queen of Wands, right? She has the fire to do it. You can't sit back and wait for it to show up for you anymore. You have to go out and get it. It's no longer time for you to just sit back and wait for things to happen. Let's see what the Five of Wands is. Triforia. Oh man, that's a lot of cards. All right, it's only 3. We'll take them. See, and this is exactly what I'm saying. There's this fear. So on the Five of Wands, which would be the petty arguments. Hey, you guys, if you're in the chat right now, I wasn't going to say it, Cal. I'm glad that you said it. That was what was going through my mind, but I didn't say the words. You did. I told Cal yesterday that he needed to start a blog. Okay, so the Five of Wands is the petty arguing, right? The Five of Wands is the petty arguing. Death card, Five of Swords, and Nine of Cups. And this is the thing, you guys, is all of those thoughts that are coming to you, all of those thoughts. First, you want, like I said, don't stop manifesting. That Nine of Cups is like, manifest, 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 right? The Five of Swords and the Death card, that's you fighting with yourself because you're like, something has to change, but I don't know what it is. And here's the other thing that we've been I've been discussing because I'm noticing certain patterns with this whole virus, and I'm noticing certain situations that are happening. And I am extremely interested that Generation X is really taking this seriously, and the older generation isn't, and the younger generation isn't. And that's a general statement. So maybe some Gen Xers aren't really taking this seriously, but I really have not seen any Gen Xers that are like out socializing. I have seen, and I'm not knocking on senior citizens, and I'm not knocking on younger people. Like, I'm not at all. It's like, but the reason why that's happening is because the senior citizens and the younger people are like, well, if I get sick, and then I die. My mom even said that to me. She's like, you know what? If I get sick, I get sick. Like, I guess that's how I'm going to go. And I'm like, again, I want to say it again. I want to say it again. It is not about you. If you get sick, that's horrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But if you get sick, then you're going to get 2 other people sick, or you're going to get 10 other people sick. And this virus, with a lot of people, they have it and it lays dormant and they're not even showing symptoms, but they can give it to other people who can get sick. Right? We don't know everything about this virus. And so, and again, I'm not trying to, that sounded really fearful. I'm not trying to put a lot of fear into you guys. I just want you to be aware of what's happening. So we, as a community, we have to talk to the people that aren't listening. And you can, but the thing is if you're sitting here and saying, I can't do it, that 5 of Swords is like lying to yourself that something has to change, or something's not going to change, or things aren't going to change, or this or that, or you know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to do my manifestations. I'm not going to be able to reach my dreams. I'm not going to be like, quit arguing with yourself already. Quit arguing with the people around you and quit arguing with yourself. All right. 7 of Pentacles. And I love the 7 of Pentacles. Aw. I love that we have the 7 of Pentacles in this reading, because the manifesting here, we are taking this more seriously, but we're not voicing it. That's my point. Like, we got to get out there and say, listen up, you guys. We don't care if you get sick. We care if we get sick. That's not entirely true. I do care if somebody else gets sick. I really do. I don't want anybody to get sick. I'm just trying to make you guys laugh. Okay. Let's see what the 7 of Pentacles is, because we're still planting seeds. We're still manifesting. We are still, yes, making things happen. Making things happen. That's really funny. So, moving into this new place, there are a few things that I had to order and pick up for Jack's room and stuff like that. And I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I had a feeling that I got a text about one of them, and I opened it up and there it was. Randomly, there it is. That's what I mean by the intuition. Like, you really need to tap into that part of it and listen to it, be guided by it. So the Queen of Pentacles on the 7 of Pentacles, this is like ultimate manifestation. This is ultimate manifestation. And if you didn't do a new moon ritual last night about manifesting, and you still would like to be able to do that, you can become a member of the channel and have access to that manifestation. If you hit join underneath here, and there are going to be a lot more perks that are coming in, that'll be coming for the members of the channel in the coming weeks. They've been so very patient with me with all of these changes and me being sick myself and like everything that's happening. They've been really patient. But if you didn't get a chance to do the new moon ritual, you can join me and Carrie and our sweet dog. I call her Ours now because she has adopted me. Our Siberian Husky. We all did it last night. There we go. There we go. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. The manifestation powers are so high right now. So the Queen of Pentacles on the 7 of Pentacles, she knows the seeds that she wants to plant, and she's going to do it. And she's going to do it by making sure that she has creative, loving, healthy boundaries and knowing that she has all the tools. Now, you guys, when I say that you have all the tools to manifest everything that you want, because you can still manifest things. You can still manifest everything you want. You can manifest a relationship. You can manifest a new home. You can manifest a new lifestyle. You can manifest a new job. Especially now, you can manifest a new job. It may not look exactly the way you thought it was going to when you do manifest it, but all of those tools that you have are inside. That Magician card the fact that he has all the tools to manifest, that doesn't mean he has actual, I mean, maybe he does have actual tools. Maybe he works with his hands. But this is about having everything inside of you to be able to create your new future. Because that's basically what this is. We're having to have a whole new normal and a whole new future. So but here's the thing is putting yourself out there and starting that new project and starting that new job or starting that new YouTube channel or a new blog or like whatever it is that you want to do. If there's been something that, like, start your painting. If you haven't, if you've been wanting to paint and you're not able to, you'd be amazed at what people would be willing to still buy or still read or still listen to, or, we need each other more than ever right now. And if you're somebody that is sitting on a really good idea, now is not the time to hold back on that. I'm just saying. I like it. What a great reading. The replay is on Patreon. Yes. Should be. If it's not, let me know. I'm pretty sure I put it on there, though. Oh, good. You started painting yesterday. Yay. I love that. That's wonderful. I missed some things. Well, and when we're manifesting, and if you're struggling, if you were struggling before, of course you're even struggling now. If you're struggling to figure out what you wanted before, of course you're struggling now. But that's a perfect opportunity for me to show you that regardless of how your environment changes, if you are struggling with what you wanted to manifest, or you were struggling with how you wanted your life to be in the past, and you're still struggling with it today, and nothing has changed within you, within the struggle, then that shows you right there that it has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on around you. And it has everything to do with what you are doing, right? So what's my advice for that? What do I usually tell people when they cannot think straight? What do I usually tell people when they cannot make a decision? I have to say it to myself all the time. Get quiet. Close your eyes. Listen to your breath, turn off the television, turn off the radio, turn off the phone, get quiet. It's not about you have to start drowning out the chaos of the world if you want to start getting clear and you want to start getting answers. And if you're the person that is like, when I say that to you and then you just come back at me and you're like, well, that never works for me, or I've always had a problem with that. You know what? I give every single opportunity to everybody to be able to say, like, I'm here to give you the tools. I'm not here to solve I can't jump into your anxiety and rip it out, right? There are temporary fixes, but when it comes down to it, the permanent fix is what you change about yourself. The permanent fix is what you change about yourself. And it's not like, I'm not even trying to be mean about it. It's just the facts. There is nothing that anybody else can do for you if you're a person that is like constantly dragging yourself down over. But why is it always harder for me? Why is it always harder for me? Because you're making it harder for you when it doesn't have to be harder for you. I'm aware of when I make it harder on myself. I'm aware when I make it really hard on myself. And when we allow ourselves to take a step back and be like, oh, damn, I am really stressing myself out for no reason, or I'm really making myself miserable. I'm being a miserable turd for absolutely no reason. And it's like like I said a couple of days ago, it's like an out of body experience. We can't control what's going on in the world. Absolutely zero control with what's happening in the world. Nothing. The only thing that we have control over is right now. Right here. That's it. And I, for one, am really blessed and really glad that I'm able to say that I have faith and that I was able to find that. And I wish that for everyone. I wish that you guys, and it's not that I have faith in a God that's going to save us. It's not that I have faith in one singular entity that's going to save us. I have faith in that the world is going to save us. Like literally the earth is going to save us. There is something that's going to happen where, you know, our lives are flipped upside down and then they have to be righted again. But when you flip something upside down, it's all shook up. So the chaos of the world is not going to be the thing that, if you're defining how you feel by what's happening out here, it's going to be a really hard battle back up that road if that's how you're going to define yourself. Chit. Rethink chit. Yeah, that's the other thing. Man, parents as teachers. Woof. Woof. We're almost done though. Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's so funny that, you know, this is like a mass awakening for a lot of people. There are a lot of people that needed to have their entire lives ripped out from underneath them in order to wake the fuck up. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. And it's not, and it's so, I mean, like, I can sit here behind a camera in a nice, comfortable home and look at everybody and say, why can't y'all just like chill out and quarantine yourselves and stop worrying about the economy and stop this and stop that. I had the opportunity to be so intuitive that I actually prepared for this before I even knew what was happening. I thought that my big tower moment was getting sick. I didn't realize that my tower moment was going to be getting sick and then having this pandemic and then having to move and then having to this. But I welcome the tower moment because something needed to change. And the only way, so I felt it coming and I felt it coming and I felt it coming. So of course, I can sit here behind the camera and say, I'm safe and I'm good with this. But even if I wasn't in this position and I was still in a stressful place and I didn't feel safety around me, I would find a way. Why? Because I don't give up on myself. I don't give up on myself. And I don't give up on other people either. My hair is like so long that the chair is pulling it. There are so many people, Karen, that are willing to chat on, you know, I mean, I know that you have reached out to me. I know that you've reached out to me and I'm not always able to answer you back. But there are so many people in the community that you can reach out to. I know Abigail is on Twitter if you would like to reach out to her as well. There are people that we can talk to. So yeah, I have a feeling I'm glad that I have really long hair because, so mass awakening, here we go. What's an earth sign trait? I feel like I missed something again. Thanks, Abigail. It's I have to wash it today. It's like a whole process. Oh yes, not giving up is definitely an earth sign trait. That's for sure. It's a lot of signs trait though, not just earth sun signs. If you have earth in your chart in other places, it is I Dream of Jeannie. But that's honestly like you can't give up on yourself right now. And if you're having if you are having trouble and you are giving up on yourself right now, reach out. There's so many people out here. We will talk and talk and talk. And I am not doing the signs. This is a general reading. You're all earth. So I think I am going to do a special live for the rest of the love readings on Saturday. I wanted to put out the love readings, and then I was going to do it with just the members. But I think if we do, we'll see. I think I'm just going to do a live and get through all of every single sign and just do one night of every single sign. So I'm happy you're not all earth too, Cal. All right, you guys, look at my cup. By the way, keep it spicy. I'm allowed 1 cup of coffee a day. It's as big as my head because this is my 1 cup of coffee today. Okay, I'm done. So I hope you guys are staying sane. I'll try to be on Instagram later. Jack and I will probably come on live on Instagram later. So, and if you guys are in the chat, if you could hit the thumbs up button for me, that would be really great. So we can get this video out. I love you. Take care of yourselves. And be good. Be aware. Voice your opinions. You're welcome. I love hanging out with you guys in the morning. Everything is so weird and crazy right now that I feel like no matter what's really said, it's like, all right, it's just, I guess this is what we're doing now. Take a sharp right. Have a beautiful day, you guys. Have a beautiful day. No, I don't drink black coffee. I drink it with cream in it.